All right, this is a review of the Polk 265 RT in-wall speaker. I set up two of these for my home theater, and I've been really happy with these speakers. It's a 2.5 or 2.5 way speaker. So you have your tweeter that's in the middle, and you have two drivers. One is, I think, my understanding, a dedicated woofer, but then the other is a cross between a mid-range and a woofer as well. It has shared duties, and I confirmed that with Polk in their questions thread for the product detail page that they have. But um, a couple things that I really like about this speaker is that one, I've seen it have really good off-axis response. So when I'm doing adjustments in REW, optimizations in Dirac, I've had really good response from these speakers. Plenty of power. I've powered these with a Onkyo NR6050, and then right now I have the TX RZ50. And these speakers have sounded great with both of them. Another thing that I do like about this speaker is the fact that the tweeter does adjust. You can pivot this up and down, left or right. And that's ideal just because like I don't have walls that are angled so that I can aim the speaker directly at the listener. And so the fact that it has, at least from my measurements and experience, good off-axis response, and I can aim the tweeter where those higher frequencies are a little bit more important to to aim directly at the listening position. I think that's a really good selling point for these end walls. My understanding is that the Polk, I think is the LS line that came after the RT line. I think the LS has a fixed tweeter that you can't pivot. So that's something worth considering. I know the LS line is like an extra $100 per speaker. But if I like looking directly at like frequency response, the sensitivity, etc., like they're pretty similar. So like for me, I just didn't see the value in spending an extra $100 per speaker. But anyhow, just wanted to kind of quickly show what they look like. And you can use the tweeter function and the wall distance function stuff. Like I don't really do any of that just because I've already optimized the sound, but very easy to install. I think it is pretty similar in size to a lot of other end wall speakers. So like I was like, well, if I don't like them and I want to replace them with more expensive options, right? The LS line, or if I wanted to go crazy and spend several $100s per speaker, I could, go with focals, for example. My understanding is that like the whole size is not that different between the speakers, and so it's relatively easy to set up. It's got a magnetic grill right here. I have small kids, and so I prefer to have the grill on. But that's how it just snaps on and looks really nice. I'll kind of show it more from a distance here. But yeah, I think overall these were good speakers. And I'll see if I can share a link or include it in this video, an image of the response that I'm getting from these speakers. But I predominantly use it for home theater, though I do listen to music sometimes as well. But when I've had friends, family over, it's always been, fun. Like, wow, this sounds awesome. I'm not, expert audiophile by any means. So I don't have, $1,000 speakers to compare this to, but for me, and my purposes, very happy with this. And I think it's pretty reasonable if you're looking for a budget home theater.